The Mets started out their home schedule in the 2022 season with a bang as they defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks 10-3 to move to 6-2 on this young season. Citi Field was filled with energy today as there were many memorable moments that made the home opening day special. In the morning, the Mets unveiled the Tom Seaver statue in front of Citi Field. On hand for the ceremony was Mets owner Steve Cohen, Tom's widow Nancy Seaver, Tom's daughters Sarah and Ann Seaver, as well as Hall of Fame catcher Mike Piazza. On the field, the Mets carried the momentum into the game. The team scored early and often, scoring twice in the first 3 innings on 2 Pete Alonso sacrifice flies. In the bottom of the 4th, the Mets added to their lead as Robinson Cano fittingly hit an opposite field home run on Jackie Robinson Day to give the Mets the early 3-0 lead. Cano was named after Robinson, which makes this home run special for the second baseman. Here's Cano talking about the impact of that home run.
I mean, this is the day that myself and everybody always gonna remember. That you go back and look on Jackie Robinson days, and then you know what, you do something special on that day.
Then Francisco Lindor joined in on the scoring as he pieced a missile into the right field seats to lengthen the Mets' lead to 5-0 over Arizona. On the mound for the Mets was pitcher Chris Bassitt. He continued the Mets' starting pitching success early this season as he masterfully held the D-backs to 1 run on only 2 hits in 6 innings of work. Bassitt's whopping 6-pitch mix fooled Arizona hitters all day as he struck out 6 Diamondbacks. Here's Bassitt talking about facing a lefty-heavy Diamondbacks lineup.
It's not a normal lineup by any means where they kind of have righty-lefty, righty, and all that stuff. It's just more so just knowing you got 8 lefties versus you today and just locking in some stuff in the bullpen and just making sure 100% that's there, and then just go from there. Kind of makes warming up pretty easy, but you still got to execute.
After Bassitt's exit, the Mets will put an exclamation point on the day as free agent additions Starling Marte and Francisco Lindor blasted back-to-back home runs in the 8th to give the Mets a 10-1 lead. Lindor's home run was his 2nd of the day and his 3rd on the season. Here's Lindor talking about the fan support throughout his big day at Citi Field.
It felt amazing. It felt amazing to be welcome to one of the greatest fan base out there. You know, it felt great to be able to hear my home crowd cheer me on and cheer the rest of the guys. Special, and I thank them for coming out today. We play for them. At the end of the day, I play for my family in Denver.
The D-backs would add 2 runs in the 9th, but there was never any stress in this one for New York as the Mets won 10-3. Off the field, the Mets placed Brandon Nimmo and Mark Cano on the COVID IL after it was reported that a Mets staff member tested positive for the virus. Nick Plummer and Mark Reynolds were called up from AAA Syracuse in response to the move. That'll do it for today's coverage of the Mets' home opening win versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. We'll be back tomorrow when Carlos Carrasco toes the rubber for the Mets in the 2nd game of this series. For WFUV Sports, I'm Andrew Gullotta.